beautiful people, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Tete Machele, your gifted girl with contagious energies, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you what I love about South African men according to their tribe. Who's the sweetest? Who's the meanest? Who's the toughest? So if you're interested in this type of content, please do consider subscribing below, turning on your notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a video. Please don't forget to engage with me in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on all social platforms. I am Tete_Machele. And without any further ado, honey, let's get into the video. Before we actually get into the video, I really just want to address something. I do not know what's up with South African men and this mamas, mamzo, ma, hey! None of us are your mothers, so please stop addressing us like that. You're obviously not shillering your mother, so why would you want to address me that way? And if there are girls who like that, please leave a comment in the section below and be like, honey, I'm all for him calling me mamzo. For me, it's a no, it's a turn off, it's a nah, don't do it. I hate it when a person comes through and says, yeah, mama's, worrying, mamzo. Me? Mom? I'm too young, I'm too fine to be your mom. So number one are Zulu men. Zulu men are like the alpha males. Zulu men are so tough and rough. Zulu men are the type that look like he can literally just kill a lion with his bare hands. Like he's not even messing around. Stubborn. I don't think there are any stubborn men in South Africa like Zulu men. Zulu men are so stubborn, they're so stuck in their ways. But once you get to know them, they're so chilled, shame. They're such honeys, they're very lovable. Yeah, and they're very, when it comes to their language, Zulu people and their language is just a different level. I remember I was friend zoning a guy and he asked me out, to go out with his friends. And in our relationship, we'd mixed, English and Zulu and it wasn't a problem. But now, this time around, he's just like, Tete, where we are going, angifuni ukhuluma isingisi sakho lapho ya. Like, sokhuluma isiZulu, because vele ngiyazi ukuthi uyazi ukukhuluma isiZulu. And I'm like, I can't. Like, my accent just doesn't allow me. He was just like, Mugel, if it's not Zulu, hambe ekhaya. And I think it's also because they look so aggressive, so that even when he says, Tete, I'm tanned, automatically you're just like, okay. Once you get to know them, you get under their skin, and when they love you, shame, they really do love. Number two are Xhosa men. I think Xhosa men are like the Woolworths of South Africa, to be honest. Personally, for me, I love their attire, I love their language. I think they are like, top tier, but they are such smooth talkers. Like, he will come to you, and when he smooth talks you, you're just like, is it lies or is it true? Like, you can't pinpoint, where to place it. And I think that's the reason why they've labeled them as liars, because, honey, you're too smooth for me. Oh, man. Petty men, when they love you, right? And petty men, date for marriage. Almost like Congolese men, they date for marriage. They don't date for, let me get to know you, whatever. They are the type that if they don't see you in their future, they kick you to the curb. That is like, honey, I'm not for you, or you're not for me. And they are the type that like their own. Like, petties like to marry petty women. And Limpopo, all year round, it's wedding season all year round, because petty men, they marry. One thing about them, they are not romantic at all. If you've met a petty man who was romantic, let me know in the comment section below, because every petty man I've ever encountered, ever seen, romance is not for them. They love their mothers, their parent. Oh my God. I feel like petty men are such mama's boy. Like, correct me. But personally for me, I feel like petty men are such mama's boys. They love to provide for their wives. They like to provide for their family. But the wife is here, the mother is here. If the mother said don't sleep with her, honey, he's not gonna touch you. You best believe that. So for me, like, petty men are like, they are the type that also give you security, they provide whatever. But when it comes to romance, when it comes to a little extra in the relationship, forget it. Forget about it, because you are never gonna get it. Petty men and romance is not the same WhatsApp group. Just different digits, they are just different. But what I do like about them, they're not hot-headed. They're very understanding. Might not be hot-headed, but they're very grounded. Let me say that they're very grounded. They are the type where maybe they feel as if romance or going out on a date is a waste of money. I don't know how to put it, the waste of money. But they are the type that move away from home, go and look for the gold, and then come home and bring it for their wives. But the only thing for me I do not like about petty men is the fact that they are mama's boys. If the mama comes to your house and sees that the bed sheet you have on the bed is not nice, honey, the mom is going to say, change it. And your husband will be like, what are you waiting for? Didn't you hear, ma? You know, but mama. Petty men love their pap and any type of meat. It doesn't matter what meat it is, as long as it's meat and pap. Petty men are happy. You know, they're easy to keep satisfied. They're easy to keep happy. I think Venda men are very manly. You know, they're very aggressive. They demand attention. They look like the type that can just carry you like a 10 kg of nyala and run with you. You know what I like about Venda men? Venda men give you that sense of security, you know, and they are providers. They're not the type who take you out, you know, dates and stuff like that. I don't know, you know, but they don't look like that type. I mean, look at Ajwandine. I don't even know if I pronounced it right. But look at Mvango. You know, that chief is so... I'm just like, okay, if you're like that, just tall, dark and handsome type of dude, I can only imagine how you tear panties in the bedroom, honey. I was just like, not my cup of tea, okay? But yeah, I think vendors, even Afrikaners are like that. I think Afrikaners are also very Venda Zulu-ish put together. They're bad boys, they're aggressive, very stuck in their ways, you know. It's the thing of it's my way or the highway. I've never, ever in my life met a gentle Afrikaner. I've never met an Afrikaner who's not rude. These are obviously based on me and the people I've been surrounded with. I mean, I was in a relationship with an Afrikaner who was just like, "Jy praat," and I was like, no, I don't do that, you know. But it was very his way. He even got to a point where he'd tell me like what to wear and how to look like, and I was just like, pump your brakes. So if you've ever encountered a very sweet Afrikaner man, we're not talking about women, we're talking about man, Afrikaner man who was very sweet, down to earth, he allowed you to have your opinion or whatever, please let me know in the comment section below, because honey, I was never one of those. I never experienced none of that. It was totally the opposite, you know. So they are like really bad boys. They are very stuck in their ways. If you think Zulu men are stuck in their ways, honey, you've not seen anything. Try an Afrikaner. Let's talk about Tswana men. I might be a little biased, okay, because honey is married to a Tswana dude. But you know what I like about Tswanas, right? I think Tswana's men, even when they try to act rough and tough, it's just like, it's not your type. Please stay in your lane. You know, they're very sweet, very honest. A lot of Tswana men that I've seen or been around are very honest, very relaxed, very laid back. They're not too much in the dressing, like I want to look like $1 million bucks. No, nothing like that. And you know, they're still in the times of opening doors. You know, do you like something? Let me massage your back when you're on your period. Your back is sore. Massage your feet. How was your day? If your day was bad, he'll try his best, you know, to do whatever he can to just make sure that you are comfortable, to make sure that you are happy. You know, they really take care of their women, and they give you that silk feeling. Have you ever put silk on your body? You know how that feeling that silk gives you? I think that's what I think that's what Tswana men give you. They give you that feeling. And I think like when they love you, they like really love you. You know, it's not and I don't know. I don't know of a lot of Tswana people who have this, let me get to know you before I get married to you for like 10 years, 15 years, 5 years. I don't know them. Every relationship that I've been around where a Tswana man is involved, they get married within like 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. They you know, they're already getting married. Ask the Zulu girls. I think if it comes to get to know me, where they date for a very long time, I think Zulu men take the crown. I mean, I have friends who've been in a relationship for 10, 15 years and still waiting for the ring. The ring is not coming. They fought and said, they left, they went home, they did this. And I'm just like, Zulu men, please do the right thing by your women. Please do the right thing. You cannot want to get to know somebody for 15 years. It just does not make sense. Let's talk about the colored now. Colored men, for me, even the way they ask you out is aggressive. Mamas, what kind? What you tuning? Where you going? Can I walk with you? Yeah, I was thinking me and you can dollar. What are we gonna dollar? What are we gonna dollar? Like, dude, what are we dollaring? Like, just come out and say, I like you. I've never in my life met a colored boy or a colored man who just came up to a person and says, you know what, I like you, can we change numbers? No, it must always be poetry that does not make sense. So when we colored men are very they're very aggressive, but they show love in a very different way. They're very affectionate with holding hands, kissing in public, and all of that. Yeah, I get it. And when it comes to buying flowers, I can't really say, you know, they are, because the people I'm surrounded by, it's just like, you know, here's your money, go and buy your own flowers. Bro, I want you to buy the flowers for me and bring it to me. So their romance or their love language is very different. Let me put it that way. It's a love language I've never understood. But what I like about them is that when they're in a relationship, they really do love with, you know, with everything. But what I don't like about that is that when you take them off, they're not the type that will sit and have a conversation with you. He's not the type that will talk with you. He will talk at you. Even in the relationship, some of them are just too rough for it. Like, bruh, like, leave all that gangster shit outside. When you get inside, let's just be us. You want a dollar? Yeah, Tete, I'm gonna put you in your place now. Don't come and say that stuff to me. Do you know who I am? I'm just like, bruh, relax. We're just having a chilled conversation. Why are you getting all up in my face? The colored men are a mixture of Zulus and Afrikaners, but with a little extra, you know, salt just to make them a little vroom, you know, and they like to slay. Throbers! If you don't know what throbers are, you've never dated a colored for sure. Let's talk about Swati men and Tonga. I'm just gonna throw Tonga in there because I feel like they're very similar. They are so sweet. They're so soft and so gentle. Like sometimes I'm just like, what do you look like when you're obsessed? Like, do you sound different? Like, I'm still waiting for you to be upset. And with me, I mean, imagine me dating a Tonga or a Swati guy. Like, it's just not gonna work because I talk too fast. I talk with my hands. Therefore, in an argument, you can only imagine how heated I get. And then there's a Swati man who's just like, Titi, don't do that. Like, bruh, no, don't push me. Like, you know, I'm just like, I need a bad boy. But I think they are like a breath of fresh air. You know, they are so calm and collected. For me, they are just not my cup of tea because I need, not that I need somebody who's hot-headed, but I don't need you too soft. You get what I mean? I heard that Tonga and Venda men, you know, I don't want to get nasty, but in that department, they don't play. Apparently, they bring their A game. They bring Machine Gun Kelly. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. And if you don't know, you'll never know. Okay, my opinions based on the, you know, the men that I've been in a relationship with, the men that I've befriended, and people that I just see around. Okay, so if this does not apply to your relationship or the man you're dating, honey, it's perfectly fine. These are just my opinion. I'm no expert. I have not been with all the South African men in this country. All right, but for me, I think besides the fact that the Tswanas are number one for reasons known to everybody. Besides that fact, I think it's just a thing of, you know, they're all kind, they're all loving, they're all providers, you know, but there are some of them who are just more, you get what I mean? They're just more, it's dry, but you can drink it. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Zulu Men, your gap to go with contagious energies.